Wakey, wakey. No eggs and bakey. But instead, porridge. And no, sir, you may not have any more. Never usually eat it this way, but we need to get out this house ASAP. Because it is a new dawn, a new day, and I welcome your face to my life. I film every single weekday of it and put it on the internet for your faces. I've been doing this YouTube game for a pretty long time, and this year will mark my 14th year of doing it. And I can honestly say, I'm still absolutely loving it. And the survey says, is microwave porridge a yay or a nay? Only one way to find out. Drum roll, please. Oof, this does smell good. Looks a bit funky, but it tastes. Pretty damn good. I usually cook my oats on the hob, but seeing as though I've got to be out the house in T-minus 2 minutes, this'll do, donkey. A bit of hydration for the nation. I'll wave goodbye to my boy. Goodbye now. And we're heading out the house. Wet and miserable. What a surprise. But the beast is looking beautiful. So let's bob on down to the gym and try and get rid of these boobs. Because after all, these teeps will not tame themselves. And it's up to me to be the change I want to see. So let's do this. Oh my gosh, high five. Well done. Charlotte, another session locked in. I tell you what, I am walking away from this feeling it. Oh, it is nice and cool out here. Oh my gosh, that right there is how you start a day. 9:30, getting at it, getting shit done. Just one more bonus clip as I'm on my way home to showcase again the state of that factory. Flipping heck. They're so lucky that this building wasn't connected to them other buildings. There's like a ginnel at the back, because if they were connected, that whole thing would have gone up in flames. And there's a 4-story factory that's probably 10 times the size of this over there that would have just completely got destroyed. Oh my gosh, that's absolutely mental. Would you just look at that view? Absolutely gorgeous. The air feels fresh, I'm feeling good, and this day's about to get a lot better because my little dude's about to go swimming. Hello, Chunky. So we're turning around and heading straight back out the house. And if my legs weren't sore enough, we're walking. This is lovely, but we're not alone. Uh-oh. Seems like there's some dodgy characters stood on the street corner. Oh, look at this, the gang's all here. I'll do the off you cross, keep it going. Watch the road, keep it clear. This is mum goals. Oh my gosh, the squadron. Ever get the feeling that you didn't get the memo and you weren't invited? Well, that's kind of how this feels. But it's time to watch my 3-month-old baby swim, which is totally not capable of doing so. Effectively, he's splashing. Let me see those little web feet. Yeah, you're going to be a fishy. Are you going to be a fishy? Good luck. Oh my gosh, my little fishies. Oh. Did you have a good time? he looks like he's been through the ringer. Oh, that was so cute to watch, honestly. So glad I made it this time. I was so sad I missed his first ever one, but well worth coming. What a place, honestly. Incredible. Not sure if I've said this before, but this used to be a pub, and I remember drinking in here when I was definitely 18. But now they've turned it into like a swimming centre. And it's amazing. But I've had to abandon ship and we're off on a stroll. Because I've actually got a building contractor I talked about 2 weeks ago coming round to assess the drive at the front of the house to see if we can level it out and plan for potential work on the house in the future. But to sort out the drive situation, because it's just stupid. Like, honestly, this makes no sense. No one ever goes up there. The drive can only fit a single line of cars. So that is why Mr. Max is here. Come on, we've been talking for ages. We've got to get at least something done. We were going to do the garage, then I got next door, then we were going to do the basement, and then I'm being a cheapskate because I'm like, oh, listen, it just costs too much money. But let's get one step of it done. Come on then. If we get this groundwork sorted, and then the time is right, because like I said, I got this project going on. If that happens, then well, whatever. But if we could get this going, and then the time was right, we could do that garage extension. Come on. on.
Get this ready for slab.
Yep.
And then it's done, then it's flat ready.
Yeah.
We've got no more big machines on it.
Yeah.
It's just basically building it.
So when we say we want to go up with this, we can?
Yes.
That's what I want to do.
Foundation's in then, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'll just have to check that foundation's on that wall.
Yeah, I want this prepped, ready for, if we were like, right.
And then brickwork in.
Yeah.
Still going to have a turntable in there.
Yeah.
So what I could do then is not put the turntable in.
Yep, okay.
Pre-base it.
Yep.
Because I don't know if the turntable might be able to go. It might be a concrete turntable on it.
Okay.
I'll have to see if it's all right.
Yeah.
I mean, you can get them for exterior.
Yep.
So if it's
absolutely. Oh, right, yeah. I know what you mean. I've seen them, yeah.
If it's the same one, the motor's inside, it doesn't matter if it's outside and it's the slab.
Yeah.
You can still drive on, spin your car when you slab.
Yep. And we're on to a winner.
Build that up afterwards.
Exactly. This idea of just like moving the drive back is not easy by any means, because this is a retaining wall for the road up ahead there, which is just absolutely insane. We've then got like the main supply coming under here. So if we can get it all set up, imagine this as just like this level, flat across and ready for the future of putting the garage up. It would just be beautiful. And even Gav just brought up the fact that we did talk about putting a turning circle in here, which I've had a bit, I'm going to put screenshots here, like 3 of them. People keep screenshotting me this tweet of the outside turning circle, like all like in the last 24 hours. But we could technically put the turning circle in, because it'd be sunken in the ground, and have it prepped for outdoor use. So if we didn't have the garage extension on, we could still have a turning circle for the car there. That would be the wall between where you are, the end of the garage, and a path to go around the house.
Yeah, that's your wall for your path, and this is your extension.
So yeah, we're just going to completely undermine the wall.
Yes.
You know when you have an idea and you're like, yeah, this is absolutely cracking. Well, turns out the garage, when we do the extension, potentially would go from the end of the house here, like in a straight line along, to where Gav's about to mark now. Ooh. And in all honesty, I didn't realise that the garage would actually come out that far. I thought it came to the end of this wall, but apparently it'll come out to there. Mate, that is a big old add-on to the house, isn't it? And then when you're stood there, that's the path.
This is the low level of that ground, sir.
Yeah.
Come down your steps there, down, and then that's the level to go around the house.
Wow. You know, we're getting serious now. We've got the groundwork guys here who would be heavily involved in making sure that if we brought this entire place level, that wall of trees and what is retaining the road wouldn't just completely collapse him. Because if it did, I'd be in a lot of trouble with my local government, because the road would have collapsed.
So, to avoid all the excavation and trying to get in here and keep everything as it is, if we can expose the footing of this wall, find any services that are in here, get a geotechnical engineer, design engineer, just to design this, and we can Vibromax piles in, pile this in without excavating anything. Once that's all in place, safe, then you can dig what you want here. There's no.
What are you doing about the mains?
That's what I'm saying. We excavate. Oh,
just that bit.
All the services.
Yeah.
Electrics, mains, gas, so you don't sheet through.
Oh, just leave that bit. Leave that bit open.
You leave it, or you.
Right, got you.
So it's just excavate to the footage. Find out what we're up against.
Yeah, sure.
Find any services. Find anything that's in here. Expose all them.
Yeah.
Get sheet pile designed. That's the best way. Of doing this.
Right.
We can retain this.
Take all this out and do what we want.
We can do that from this side over pile.
Yeah.
It doesn't disturb anything.
We're far enough down past the house foundation, so all that levels out. None of that weight is
absolutely.
It.
Sweet.
Other than that, we're digging that out, undermining that. That might fall over.
Yeah, worst case scenario.
We're excavating and losing the bushes, which you don't want to do. So
yeah, sweet.
Again, it's a cost implication, but.
And then this is what you're potentially talking about doing here. Yeah. So it vibrates the sheet metal into the ground.
Yeah, it grabs all of it, clamps it. And
wow. Well, this was supposed to be a small job. This was starting small.
Not got a small house.
Freaking hell, man. Here's to hoping this could work out as an actual, feasible, possible thing to do. There's a lot of different options being talked about now, and it's looking like it's going in the right direction because of like what actually is underneath this ground is very important to find out. So we're gonna have to do some tests to work out where we go from here. All right, with that meeting done, we can finally get inside and collapse. Because oh boy, my legs are absolutely killing me. Oh, and it's cold outside, but wait a minute, who's at my back window? What are you doing, Andy, with your £1 bucket? Oh, putting it to good use, I see.
I was just wondering, did you have a bucket?
I have plenty, Andy. Andy just never stops. Look at him. He's cleaning the entire top surface of the patio at the back of the house. Thank you, Andy. Because it was all like green and grimy and it was horrible. So he's getting that sorted. I have actually got some really good news. I've got a phone call that I've missed, which sounds like bad news. But whilst I was just at the front with Gav and Neil, the groundswork guy, as I was just talking with them, I had a call from a certain someone in regards to the super secret project. So I need to get on the phone with them now and see what we're saying, because I've not heard anything for an entire week. And I was like, oh my gosh, it's like completely fallen through. Nothing's happening here. And I've chased it and chased it and chased it and had no response. Until now. One phone call later. Hello, my boy. Hello there, cheeky chappy. All right, so good phone call. Secret project is still moving forward, but the way, just to try to keep you involved with what's happening, I'm speaking with my team, who's speaking with this other team, trying to sell the thing I'm trying to buy, but this other team's not relaying information from such person to this person to this person, and it's just like Chinese whispers of communication. So I'm going to try and make some more calls now to just get direct to the source and get this across the line. Like, we're there, but it's like, ooh, come on. I want to make this little dude's legacy amazing. The fun we're about to have, it could be insane. I'm 2 for 2 on phone calls, both going through to the answering machine, so no progress made there. Lydia's home and she's now making some lunch. Lovely. Oh, this is so good. And Lydia was like, I've got something to tell you. And I was like, I kind of know what it is. You use Jordan's recipe to make these.
Yeah.
Oh, it's really good. You are my boy. My boo, my boy. You fly. My boo, my boy. I love you. Hi. 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 Yeah. I'm on top of the world.
Oh.
Shining, shimmering, smiling. My boy! Well, well, well. Look where we are. Just 2 dudes chilling in a massage chair. Well, I lost the baby and managed to gain these, which I think are going to be strong enough to be able to hold that absolutely beautiful painting there. So we're doing it. All right, first off, what we're going to need to do is attach a hanging device to the back of this in the form of like a string or a wire. I do have both. So we're going to put it along here so we can get it on there. I'm going to need the kit that I bought from them, but I don't know where it is. I thought I was organised. Where did I put it? Is it in here with the fish oils? Still can't work out why I've got them. I found it. And we'll do a look at that. Inside it is indeed the wire that I need to use. I'm hoping that it's long enough to stretch across the way. I think it should be. Never actually attached one of these to a painting before, so this could really backfire. Because it's metal wiring, I'm going to need a pair of pliers to cut it. And as per my clean out yesterday, I have this, which has got wire cutters in between it. Perfecto. I don't need this thing too slack, but I reckon if I just balance it out like that each way, and then what I'm going to do is wrap it through a bunch of times. So it's like nice and tight, wrap it through, tie it in place, and then chop off the excess. Do not do what I'm doing at home. I've never done this before. I'm an idiot and it'll probably fall off. I'm kind of hoping that if I just actually wrapped it around it on itself and then crimped it together, that would actually hold and it wouldn't unwrap. I'm going to go for like one more like loop around down here. And then, yeah, I think it'll actually be good. Like that seems pretty strong and like it's not going anywhere. So, yeah, let's go ahead and give this a nice tuckaroo through, and then I'm just going to wrap it around one more time. Bam, bam, bam. And there's just no way I can see that coming off. Surely not. Goodbye. Cut it with this. Ta-da! Job is a good one. I can already tell I'm going to have like all the decorators in the comments being like, no! What are you doing? You're an idiot! And I'm like, yeah, no, I know. But listen, it's all physics and science, isn't it? It's fine. It's absolutely fine. Like, listen, this will hold, it'll hang on the wall, and at the end of it, you're all going to be like, wow, Tom, so good. But if anyone does sit here and it falls on the head, please don't sue me. All right, and now we should have a cable that is nicely... Oh my gosh, how's that happened? Oh no, I was not expecting that. Has that snapped? No way that's given way. I might be able to like crimp that back in, but as if that has actually stretched out. Oh my goodness me. I wasn't expecting that. Oh, I wonder if I've pulled it too tight and it's like stretched it open. It's never bloody simple, is it? But this is the life of Tom. You know, we get problems, we get issues, and we try and fix them. Can I just clamp that together? My ultimate hand strength. I need to I try and close. Please, can this work? Please, can this work? Right. Hook that one into spot out. I'm going to trap my fingers there. Yes! Oh, I've got a feeling that I feel like it's weakened. And if I pull it up in the middle, I think it's going to fall off. That's going to give that. That's going to absolutely give. Look at it stretching. Oh no. Listen, you can't even say, Tom, you tensed that too tight. Like, no way. That should have definitely held in place. Look at that. As if it's just given away like that. Now I've got to try and replace this. The only 200 IQ play I can think of right now is, where's that other painting? Here you go. Because this looks almost like it's the exact same frame. Like, I'm not even kidding. This one and that one look identical. Does this have hooks? What's under that? Ah. Not really. Similar, but no cigar. So the only thing I can think of doing is checking on B&Q's website to see if they've got one of these, but I think this is just going to be so specific that it's not going to work. Might have to take the set off and replace them with a completely another one, but again, I don't know if B&Q's got one. And I really don't have to take this to a framers to get done properly, because that'll end up costing an arm and a leg. I didn't quite make it to B&Q's website, but are you ready for what I'm thinking? And I know this is such a stupid idea. But I'm like, this is metal, right? I don't know what it's made up of, but it's metal. It's not plastic, it's metal. Could I harden this metal again by squeezing it almost to the shape that I need, but so I can fit it on and then close it? And can I harden it by heating it up and then cooling it? Will that work? Or is this just completely the wrong type of metal? Like, in theory, I think it works. And I've got a blowtorch over there. So this could be interesting to see if it works, because it's buggered anyway. Like, let's face it, it's buggered. But is it just a complete waste of time? What's the worst that could happen? Let it glow, let it glow, let it glow, let it glow. I will heat this metal. Let it glow, let it glow. This could quite possibly be one of the most random things I've ever done in a Life of Tom vlog. Like, seriously. But can we appreciate how epic that looks? If Lydia was to ask me, Tom, what are you doing? I just don't quite know how I'd explain this to her. Oh, don't worry, babe, I'm just forming the one ring. But all right, I think it's time to quench it. I have my Vasa and a prong stick to pick it up with. Are you ready? Quench. Oh, very nice. If this works, can I have like 12 billion subscribers on YouTube? Because that is 200 IQ. I do think there's probably a 1 in billion 75 12. That wasn't even a real number. That this will work. But you've got to love a trier. Okay, let's pour it out of the Vasa. Oh, there it is, there it is, there it is. Is it hot? Nope. Okay. Does it feel hard? I couldn't tell you, but I've burnt off the silver coating. And the survey says, drum roll, please. All right. That's it back into place as tight as it can go. Let's try picking it up. And will it bend? You ready? Dun, 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 dun. Oh my gosh. No way. There's no way. It worked. There's no way. What? Ain't no shot. It really worked. Look. That has got to be the most genius thing I've ever done on this channel. No freaking way. I can't even tighten it even more. Oh my gosh. Wow. What a man. I am man. I am the man. I am the man. There's no way I've done it. There's no way. Wait, I'll pick it up in the middle. Oh my gosh. It's bent a bit funky because it was anyway after me bending it in the first place, but oh my gosh. He's only gone and done it as if. Do you know what just hit me though? What I could have actually done? I could have taken the actual hook off that side, like stretched it off, and then actually just fed this wire through this. That would have been a good workaround. All right, Let's mount it. Now, this is a bit of a tough decision because I was going to bang it in the middle of the wall, so like there, but then I think it might look a bit odd with the sofa, so I think it should go in the centre of the sofa. Right, we're going to measure this sofa out. It basically runs along this back wall because that's kind of like where we're going off it here. So let's keep her going, keep her going, keep her going to here. Okay, let's call it 410. All right. So we want 205 on the wall. Well, that's here. Do the pen now for marking this stuff out. Where's my pen? Found my pen. It was on the side. Right, this thing is 115. Ooh, okay. 57.5 is the halfway mark. So let's just step back and see what it looks like up there. Okay, so this is where I'm thinking it's gonna go. Like there. But I think we try and raise it to the height of the one like that. So I think we do it like that way, so all the artwork's at the same height in the room. Will it be? Probably not. I've got some like measurements in my head that I'm going to try and mark on the wall and see if this works. I guarantee it fails. I'm going off a very risky setup here. Alright, I'm going to go 20 this way. So 20 this way, thank you. Alright, I'm going to get level. I'm going to level this so I can make my marks. Time for Tom to make mistakes. Ew, no going back. In nice and secure. Alright, and for the next one. Alright. Moment of truth, I guess. I will quickly just come clean that I did. Oh my gosh. Wait, what? No. This one's now decided to start stretching. You are kidding me. I'm almost confident that these paintings were from John Lewis, and I can't believe they're just giving away like that. Like, what is going on? I guess we're going to have to give this the whole heat treatment as well, but I was going to show you this one over here and what abomination of stuff has gone down. I decided just to stop it expanding, I'd put a zip tie on it. I know it doesn't look very good, but needs must and all that. But I'm kind of questioning now, do we actually just take that off there, and do we just run it through that hook and through that hook instead? Do we just do that at this point? I'm all for another Lord of the Rings adventure. But honestly, just doing that is the shout. It's safer, and I don't want it falling on this little guy's head. You were the chosen one. You would have served your purpose. But I honestly think this is way better. Look, if you just put it through there, put it tight, it's just exactly meant to be like that. So we're doing it. 1 step forward, 3 steps back. Where on earth are my pliers? I'm trying to snip the end of that off, but I can't find them absolutely anywhere. Alfie! Bloody rascal. Why did you have those for? And does it hold? Bom, 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 bom. It does. Great success. Okay, moment of truth. Let's try and hang it up. Oh, it's on one side. You can get it on the other. Are you ready? I actually fixed the brackets on there for when I had it tensed earlier, so this measurement might be completely off. Are you ready? Let's find out. Dun, dun, dun. Oh! 30. Alright, we'll take that. It's actually alright. Okay, and to level it. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. He's only gone and done it. He's done it. He's done it. He's only gone and done it. He's done it. He's only gone and done it. He's done it. He's done it. You've had a daddy. I just have no idea what I've done. Not a clue. Not a sausage. Not even a thought in there. The wall definitely still looks like it needs more art on there, and I'm down to do that. I'm actually also thinking that maybe a little bit lower might have looked a bit more suitable. But as you can tell from an eye level, I've kind of gone from them being the same height from the ceiling, so... And you know what? If someone's actually sat on here and it was like lower in the middle of the wall and they were like leaning back, they might smack it, and that's what I want to avoid, so it's staying there. I think we could actually do with a much bigger painting, in all honesty, but that needed somewhere to go, and that's where it's gone. I keep staring at this wall and noticing these things, and I'm like, what is it? And I finally just realised it's tape from when Syndicate Original were in the basement. Thanks for this, guys. Really, really appreciate your added touches. Should we turn off the stark white colour? Ooh, that's much better. Less of an intense white wall on your face. Definitely can agree, though, that I think we need a bigger painting on there. Are you alright there, Munchkin? What are you doing? Has Mummy gone shopping? Has she gone to get us dinner? Yes, she has. I've just remembered what we're actually going to do with this, and that's have that in the centre, and then to the left and to the right, I was going to have my YouTube subscriber plaques, but I really... I'm a little bit terrified about trying to mount them. If that was not enough as a headache as it already was, putting them up terrifies me because I do not want them to fall. If that fell and smashed, I'd get it reframed. But the YouTube ones, if they broke, I don't think there's any fixing them. Okay, this is a very random segment of the vlog. I borrowed Lydia's phone because if we walk into my garage, Dad, say hello.
Oi, oi.
My dad is giving me private lessons on how to fix mounts and use drill bits and are they called raw plugs? Yeah, how to use raw plugs and stuff like that, so I don't mess up doing it downstairs to the point where we've done a test in the garage. How proud are you of me for listening skills?
You're doing very well. Now listen, you can hang your bike on that, so you don't need 2 screws in it.
Right, so yeah, my dad's saying don't do both the actual screws, because if you do, it could just... don't need to. So this was Dad's famous word saying we only need one. I kind of feel like I know what I'm doing with that to confidently enough say I could give it a go.
Yeah, good. Go away. Leave me alone for the evening now.
Dad, thank you very much for your help. I owe you a pint, thank you. Hey!
Marcello will be... I'm sure Marcello will take great pleasure in telling you I've already had one of your friends.
Oh, you son of a gun. I appreciate it, Dad. I'll speak to you later. Have a nice night. Love you, mate. Bye-bye. And Dad aside... Babe, that smells delicious. Oh.
I think my pan's a bit small.
It does look like you got a lot of food in there, but oh my gosh, I am happy about it. Well, that was good. I think it's nearly 7 o'clock, so I get the vlog live, get that out of the way, and then I go downstairs and I attempt to mount the YouTube plaques. I will be very honest right now, out of all the stuff I've done, this is the manliest task I'm scared about. Because one, I don't want to drill through the electrics, which I'm going to check I don't. But at the same time, they're like 2 of the most valuable items that I own in the house. And I really don't want to break them. So, wish me luck. But first we feast. This looks so good, Lydia. Oh my goodness me. It smells amazing. It looks amazing. I am Hungarian. Thank you, please. Just diving straight in for a taste test review of this chicken. Oh my god.
It's on his table. All right.
It's flipping hot. Delicious. For what I'm about to do, I'm going to need a broom. We've got to take this one off, like so. And now we need to remove those. Voila. We have our mounts and we have our plaques ready and raring to go. I'm thinking one goes there and one goes there. Just going to quickly show you it on the tripod so you can get a look for it. I did just show Lydia's mum and she's like, yeah, she thinks it works there. It's the plan. So let's see what you think. Got to decide, so I'm going to replay this clip that I filmed for you now, whether or not I put them like that, so they're just, you know, so it almost looks like a dumbbell weight, so like weight, bar, weight. So it's either like that, or I put them flush with it. So it's either like that, or it's kind of like that. After reviewing that clip, I think I want to lay them out like this. So, you know, it's like, it's in the middle, and it's like symmetrical, but at the same time, there's not actually that awful much sticking out from like the top of that and the bottom of that. So it's really marginal, and I don't want to mess it up with like the wire at the back, and then it just looks odd, because the better thing to do would just be have like, you know, have them all at the same height and then it drop down. But I think I'm going to try and do that. It's going to take some little writing down and adjustments of measurements to try and get this right, because like with the sag and everything like that, but I'm just going to give it a go. Many maths later. I think I've worked out with the sag of the cable that holds it, the size of it, and to make it look how I want it to look, I'm 99% sure I need to drill in at 33.5 down. And another phone call with my dad. I'm now left with a screwdriver in the wall. And there's a reason. One, we wanted to clear the plug socket, which we were fine to do. But then two, as I'm discussing this with my dad about drilling into the wall, we're like, yeah, that's well good and everything like that. And then my dad just went, you're not going to go drilling into the metal steels for the stairs, are you? And I was like, what? And that's when I remembered this stairwell here has a massive, like literally, quite literally the distance of my thickness of my finger like that, has a metal plate going in the wall. And where I'm trying to drill through is like right there. So my dad was trying to work out whether or not there was steels in the back of it, and he went, there's only one way you're going to find out, and that's to hammer a screwdriver through the wall and see whether or not you feel metal on the other side or you feel like stone. And I'm 99% sure, because it's going in and going further and further in when it's stiff, I'm going into the stone. Basically says no going back now because I've got a so, let's just call it art. Yes, Manchester, this is wonderful. Yes, the smoking animals, this is just amazing. And yes, what do we call this one? This is Tom's attempt at DIY. But I'm giving it a go, right? I'm going to drill. I can't even remember saying this. I'm going to try and drill in what I'm doing, get both mounts on and hook it in. And as long as my ridiculous maths are right, this should fit perfectly. Famous last words. Right. I cannot believe I'm saying this, but I think I'm ready to commit. I've measured and measured and measured and measured and measured and measured and measured. This, where the hole is not exactly where I need to drill through. It's off by a little bit, which could make the difference between whether or not I'm going to go into steel. But I'm worth risking it for a biscuit, and it just won't go anywhere if it is steel. It's not in line with where the cables either run up the wall or down the wall. This one is also clear. I'm pretty sure we're good to go. I'm a little bit nervous. I am a little bit nervous. Ready? Kind of sounds like you're shaking metal there, but I feel like I'm going into the brick. I'm not going all the way through. We continue, I'm very nervous. Okay. Heart's kind of pounding. I feel like I should put the first screw in before I even start the second one. Now the thing is I'm a bit worried about, like when my dad said about putting this through, you need to push it to the end. He didn't say about putting the screw on like this, but it's like where the plaster is. There you go, I need it to go through to the hole. So I need to get that into the end. It's in, but that does not feel very secure. That's moving all over the show. I've got a feeling between the plasterboard and the actual brick, I've not gone through anywhere near enough. And you know what's just gone through my mind? I've missed a measurement out, and I can't believe it. I thought I took everything into consideration, like where I need to measure to and drill to and everything. But where I've measured, the wire being on the back, so the point where it's going to hang onto this, I haven't taken into consideration the distance between the hang and the actual drill hole, because there'll be a bit of distance in that, won't there? So I've just drilled that hole, and if I hung it like that now, it's going to be off because I want it to be hung like this at that point, and that's the sag I've taken into consideration from the ceiling. But technically now, it's going to be off by that much. I either just YOLO commit and just see what it's like on that one and the distance down and see if it looks bad or just if anyone would even notice, or I adjust by drilling another hole there. Because if I technically drilled it again there, through that one, like that, that'll be where I've measured it to hang. Because they're the hang points I need it to be on. So let's see that little star. I need that to be hung from there, not there. Bollocks. If we're doing it right, we need to do it right. I honestly thought I'd nailed every part of that then. But no, I done goofed. So let's go again and hope we don't go through metal this time. Right. Do you know what? Weirdly enough, feel much more comfortable about that one. Do you know what's funny? Even with my dad being a builder, he said he absolutely hates hanging paintings or anything like that. And I can totally understand why. Totally understand why. Right, let's try and get that straight through to where we drilled. Yep, we're through. Let's knock that into the back. Okay. And now let's hope this plugs. You know what, that's already feeling much more secure than the last one. Alright, I should just have to unscrew this. And now that goes on there. Yep, over that. I'm hoping this doesn't remove any support. Oof, wow, that gripped it tight. Wow, yeah. That's how close it can come to gripping the plasterboard. Wow! That's good. Let's do the next one. Okay, I've checked the level. All I need to do is mark and place this above that, like so. Please be smooth sailing. No going back. Put the plug in. There you go. There's the hole. Alright, and that's secured in place. I guess it's time for the moment of truth. Man, I've never been so nervous about hanging something up in my entire life. Seriously, what on earth? This is ridiculous. There's literally no going back if this falls off and breaks. Life of Tom vlog. What's the worst that could happen? Just please hold, right? Should we see if it just hooks? No. It hooked at one point. It's on that side. And it's on that side. That is bang level. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, has he done it? Oh, please don't fall off now after I say it. It's like a perfect setup for a YouTube fail clip. From here, it almost looks exactly how I wanted it. Not even kidding, look. See the distance between the bottom of that one to that one and the top of that to that one. There's only one way to work out if I've done this right. And it's in the form of a tape measure, which I found. So, you ready? From the corner of the frame to there. Oh. That's 44. Okay, so it's actually off by 2, but it could have been from where I measured the slate, because you see the slate goes like this, in and out. So you know what? I'll freaking take that. But as for this bit, that's pretty level. Okay, so from there down. Okay, and then from there. From there. Oh my gosh, I'll take it. It's bang on. It's actually bang on. Yes! Oh my gosh, it does look epic, doesn't it? Look at that! All we got to do now is get that one up. And theoretically, that one should be much easier because now I'm just going to measure the distance from that to that, so there, which I've already got the measurement of. I know the measurement of the height that I need down, but that's going to be different, unfortunately, because obviously the wiring's different, so I need to take into consideration where this holds to. I need to measure that from the ceiling, so as soon as I subtract that from the ceiling and then take the mount off it, I should just be able to measure off that, drill in, and we're good. And as for plug sockets, on that side, there's none on the other side of the wall, and there's one on the wall further down there. Somewhere on the lines of, like there, so it's way further away. So let me do some maths. Beep, boop, beep, boop, beep, boop, beep, boop, beep, beep. Miraculously, those wires hung on the back are the same sag takeout as the other one. So if we switch to a time lapse and I copy the exact measurements, we should technically be good. We won't talk about the fact that I got so carried away with knowing how to do the measurements quickly that I ended up drilling in the wrong place because I didn't take into consideration the bracket again. So out of all of them, I managed to get one right. So fingers crossed, I should be able to put that up there and mount it and it should work a charm. He says. Oh my gosh. Honestly can't believe I'm putting my body through this anxiety again. Sack this, it's disgusting. Are you ready? Let's see if I can just hook it on. It's all itself. Ready? And down. Something's caught. I need to put my glasses off. got it on that side. Has it got it on this side? It's got it on that side. Level. Oh, my eyeball's so good. Off by like a mil. Has he only gone and done it? Moment of truth with the tape measure to see how off I was. And from this one to this one, it is 46. 46. 46. And from this one to this one, it's 46. Oh my gosh. I've actually done it. I've put my mind to something and I've done it. I was terrified of this task. Terrified. And I've gone and freaking done it. Oh my gosh, guys. If there's ever been a video for you to leave a like rating on, it's that. It is 10:05 at night. This has taken me hours because I've been so freaking nervous. But I've done it. No excuses. We asked for help because you should never be afraid to do so. You want to learn a skill or something like that, you learn. You go somewhere. You go to someone who can educate you. And look what you can do. We actually did it. I'm in disbelief. I'm in absolute disbelief. The only thing now is will it hold? But hold on a second. How sick does that look? I'm gonna have to go and get Lydia's phone so I can FaceTime my dad and get his reaction, but it is late, so he might not be awake. And if I hear a thud whilst I'm not down there, oh, I'm gonna be sick. He's only gone and done it, lad. I've done it that well that when you measure between the plaques matching and the picture in the middle, it's exactly 46 each way, each side. I've done it perfectly. I will admit, I drilled the holes wrong first. Are you ready as to why? I did. So it ended up being perfect, Dad. But I've done it, Dad. Thank you for your help. You enabled me to do that, Dad.
I'm glad you've been able to do it.
Thank you for talking me through it. You are incredible.
No, you are. You've done the job.
No, best dad ever.
Excellent. Dead proud of you.
Nice one, Dad. I love you, mate. Just thought I'd tell you. Enjoy your evening. See you later, mate. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Did you hear that? Cannon's proud. Go on, boy. Honestly, I'm in awe. I cannot believe I've done it. I just can't believe I've done it. Yes, yes, yes. And more yes. I'm just sat here looking at it. I'm in awe. This must seem like such a simple thing to people, like, you're hunger painting, Tom. It's not hard work. And that's fine. But for me, that was a massive task. The drilling, the learning everything about it. My dad taught me so much about it, and I was like really, really amazed of like how, when I was younger, I feel like my dad used to try and teach me things in the building trade, and it's like, I try and listen, but I was like, no. Whereas it's like, we were just on this same level of me understanding everything he meant and what to do and everything. I obviously made mistakes, but I was so nervous about trying to put these up, like so nervous, that I didn't want to do them because I didn't want to mess them up, but I did it. I got rid of the excuses of not knowing what to do or how to do it and found out. And look at this. Rather than effing around and finding out and it all falling apart, we found out that if you put your mind to it, you can get shit done. And I am all about it. Man, I just want to sit down here and just stare at it. It just looks amazing.
Oh yeah, it looks so good.
You like it?
Yeah.
And it's like perfect.
Yeah. It looks
From the ceiling, each one, from the distance between them all. How cool is that?
That's so good. How secure are they? Can we trust our baby lying there?
Yeah. They should be safe and sound. If there's anyone who can recommend any sort of like secure thing to make them like on the wall a bit more, but yeah, they're pretty in there, to be honest.
Looks really good. I'm impressed. I'm impressed.
Thank you. I'm honing in my picture hanging skills. So when Lydia goes, will you hang this picture up for me? We had this conversation yesterday about that one. When she says, will you put this up for me? I'll go, yeah. And I'll do it there and then.
Aww.
Oh, I'm sorry, buddy. Daddy's been a while. Daddy's been a long time trying to get that done, but I was so nervous. I'm going to put up all your pictures when you're older. I've brought Lydia into the mix of sorting out the basement because she's now Googling refrigerators. I would like to, but a certain Alfredo is absolutely fast asleep on me, and I don't know why he has a bowl cut from behind. Not a clue how that's happened, but it is what it is. Has anything popped up along the lines of refrigerators or ice machines?
Commercial ice maker.
Ooh, this is what we need. The amount of parties and get-togethers or whatever we have is ridiculous, and our actual ice machine in the house is kind of broken. I did not drill into it, shut up. I drilled into the fridge. But yeah, I think I want to get rid of that broken fridge in there, which unfortunately can't be fixed. It has to go. And then next to it, like I said, with all the glasses that you can see, get rid of all those glasses and put an industrial ice machine in there.
Don't get rid of them though.
No,
Just move them from there.
I'll put them in a box. A really useful box. I find myself in my own bedroom where you were sleeping. Why are you awake? You're supposed to be in bed. It's way past your bedtime. Are you being sneaky? Are you being sneaky? Well, guess what Daddy's doing? He's taking this. Dun, dun, dun. Don't touch this thing without like a t-shirt or a cloth over it. You probably should just wear gloves like they give you, because if you touch this, you just get fingerprints everywhere. Wow, this is easily the most incredible angle I've ever filmed a YouTube clip with, but we're going with it, right? You ready?
Film for you.
You had the baby in your hands. I didn't want to inconvenience you. You ready? Dun, 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 dun. It's like the grand heist. I've got it. Run. All right, we've made it. It's time to give it a new home. You've served me well, Skull, as a random placeholder for something in the future. Thanking you. I did only just put this globe in there, but thank you for your service as well. Going to give this a bit of a wipe down. Ooh, lovely. Not too dusty. It was really bad at one point, but after that 72-hour deep clean, I actually managed to nuke this out, and the bottle looks nice and clean as well. Huh. It's a nice bottle of champagne. Wonder why that's in there. All right, are you ready to go in your new home? Look at that. You can't even hold it through a t-shirt without the heat leaving marks of your fingerprints. It's insanity. And would you look at that? Beautiful. That'll do, donkey. That'll do. Gold plex to the left of me. Diamond to my right. Here I am, sat in my massaging chair. You know, I keep saying the whole thing of like everything happens for a reason. Well, I lost the battery pack for my iPhone today, the white one. Rest in peace. I had no idea where it was, and if someone like put a gun to my head and was like, where is that right now? I'd honestly not have a clue. It wasn't until I just filmed that bit of me stupidly singing, got in this chair, and I got in the massage chair to sing that exact bit. I wasn't even going to get in it, but when I stood in it, I stood on the battery pack charger. I had no idea that was there, and I probably wouldn't have found it for a few days. So it's a singing success. Now, I really shouldn't be having a massage, but my butt cheeks are absolutely burning, and I've decided that before I go to bed, because I don't want to go to bed too late, I'm going to empty out behind the bar. You know what? I'm tripping over these freaking cables, and I need to store them somewhere. Well, actually, I need to roll them up first. And there ain't no way I've just come to this discovery. I thought this was one reel, and then there'll be an end, and then this was another one. But I am 99% sure this is the same one. What? That is absolutely unbelievable. That's the same cable. And look how much is still like spooled up together here. Freaking heck. I'm going to wrap this all together in one big spool, and then I'm going to zip tie it closed. I don't know when I'm ever going to need a cable that long, but at least I know I've now got one, not two. I'm going to need to go up to the garage to get the zip ties. So on my way up, I'm actually going to take a bunch of stuff because this doesn't need to be down here. So I'm going to put the drinks into the garage. Oh my gosh. I can see the floor. Drinks delivered. And now I am needing two very thick boy zip ties. I feel like they're the smallest ones I could possibly have gone. That's more like it. And we won't talk about that mess that I just made trying to get them out of there. Nope. That was easily one of the worst things I've ever done in my life. It was tangled and all sorts, and trying to get that together was an absolute freaking nightmare. But at least I had the right zip tie for the task. Because now it is not unwinding anywhere. Oh, look at it. Yes, kiss. And with the other crazy length cables, it goes. Oh gosh. Hope I didn't break anything. I've had enough of staring at this Halloween stuff just chilling there. The whole point of me organising everything was to have a place to store it. So let's move some of these boxes and get to it. This is the somewhat downside of using boxes rather than it being on a shelf, because if it's on a shelf, you can just go over and get it straight away. Whereas if it's stacked like this, I can't quite do that. But what is convenient is that these fit in the gaps of there. So when I get like the vacuum seal bags to compress all this into it, I'll actually be able to stack them on different levels and get what I need really easily. Ta-da! In they go, ready for a party. This room's gonna be so much better when we can get rid of all these chairs, because these massive chairs are just in the way for that, because they're for the dining room table upstairs. But then also, something you can't really see is the massive unit underneath all of this, which is what we had in the lounge upstairs. We don't actually have anything up there now, so I suggested to Lydia, why don't we use that as like a temporary measure until we find like a new cabinet. And oh no, she did not like the idea of that, so I think we are indeed going to be getting rid of it. But like I was saying, if we get rid of all that, oh my gosh, there's going to be so much more space, and we can actually split these boxes like on this side and that side, rather than just stacking them all here, then having to move like 6 boxes off to get to something. Like, it'll be nice and it'd be nice and spaced out. It'd be great. The floor of the bar's not looking too bad, but the top of it now has been invaded by red cups. Not a clue what to do with these, but they are very useful. So I think I'm just going to go stack them on a shelf in there. And when Lydia says she needs them, I'll find them. Ah, yes. Organised. I've also found a home for these. Yeah, they're just hanging around with their red counterpart cups over here. Not exactly ideal. Oh, Neva's putting the doors back on a broken fridge, but hey, it'll save some space. Ta-da! This entire unit does have to go, unfortunately, and that is obviously my fault because I'm an idiot. But there's also this down here that I'm going to be getting rid of. And if you're wondering what this is, it's something to do with like mixing the beer. I did think it was something to do with the fridge, but when I asked my dad and talked about it, he was like, yeah, this is to do with the beer. And because we don't need this anymore, this is going to free up so much space, to which I could have probably removed this and put all those cups in here. But that would have been too obvious. There's clearly going to be some sort of plot twist with this. I don't even know if you can... Oh, you can move it. All right. Ooh. I can see shards of glass dropped all over it. I think I'm going to need a bit of a different perspective for this one. I know there was a plug actually going into this, because I didn't connect it on the disconnect it on the back end, but... can I just pull this out anymore? Look at that, this thing is so heavy. I fully, truly don't actually know what this is. They're the pipes that I cut yesterday, so I think we just need to... Can we just disconnect them? No. We're going to need to cut them. Where's my Stanley? Accrington Stanley. Couldn't find it, so I... Jesus, didn't need to do that, fucking hell. Oh, I've just chipped the fucking ground. I literally just chipped the tile there by throwing my knife for a clip. And I dented the knife. Oh dear. That was stupid. And there's the now newly fresh chip in my floor. Idiot sandwich. But at least I managed to cut through it. And now can I remove it? It would seem so. And oh gosh. What glass smashed down here? That's so thick. I'm not quite sure. Oh dear. Should have seen this one coming. All the old beer or liquid that was in this is now leaking out. Ugh. Nothing like taking on a bit of a mammoth task at, what time is it now? I said I was going to be half an hour to Lydia. I've been an hour. I can't take this out because it's got this cable being fed through the wall. But luckily, I know where that cable is. So, we are going to disconnect it. Cut it. Like so. And then give or take a good tug. Would you look at that? Okay, Ducky Jones, how can we now free this? Oh, I've got 2 more cables I need to pierce with my completely not blunt knife. Take it back. Where there's a will, there's a way. Yes, we can. Oh, that's disgusting. Oh my gosh, so much liquid's poured out of it. What the bloody hell is this? That can go with the fish oil. And I'm a bit upset because I can see all the liquid going underneath the bar. Stop. Please. Thank God for blue roll. For my next trick, I'm going to try and put that on top of this and drag it outside. And not pour liquid absolutely everywhere. Oh my God, it's so heavy. Ow. Thank God I'm going to the gym. Alright. No! Liquid's coming out of it on the one place I didn't put it. Alright, you ready? Whee! I'm a genius. Genius. Ignore that liquid and that liquid. How's it still pouring out? Stop. I'm a genius, yes I am. Alright, to the door. Just gotta love the back of this door being my dumping ground. I have to make the decision. Did I put the house alarm on yet? That would have been an awakened baby and me in the doghouse. Right, let's get this to here. All I gotta do is pick it up, put it there, and not spill anything. Sweet. Okay, don't want to get my socks wet, and I don't want to go get my flip-flops, so off they come. If I drop it, I lose a toe. Oh my god, it's so heavy. So heavy, it's unreal. I hope that slamming sound gave you an idea of how heavy that was. But oh my gosh. Several shards later. Picasso. We've actually gained so much space here, it is unreal. Don't think we've got enough space to store the 78,000 jars we've got, but I do think we can move all these from off there and bob them down there. Even this little spruce has made it look better. I'm gonna bang all this in my bucket just because it's such a convenient way of taking everything back upstairs. I've got a can, I've got my cold drink, I've got my protein shake cup, I've got a battery pack, a lump hammer, my coffee cup, a load of random cutlery I found, and bish bash bosh, it's in a bucket. So with all that gone, I can use these wipes, clean down the surfaces a little bit just to take off the top layer of dust and grime, and we're gonna have ourselves a bar back. Like I said, I really do want to organise for all this, but I've got a lot of glasses that I need to get rid of, and I do believe my mum said she's going to take them because I'm not going to be pouring pints of Peroni like that. It's just genuinely so much easier just to buy bottles and store them in something like this when it works. But wow, would you look at that? Absolutely spick and span. Another absolutely stupidly successful organising day. I feel good. I feel like agony and pain and despair in my entire body. Thanks, Charlotte. Appreciate it. That's my PT. But wow, yet again, it's just that, like, don't sound like I'm banging on a drum here, which I know I totally am, but just putting the mind to a task and not just sitting there scrolling TikTok or something, which, by the way, is very easily done. I just pick up my phone and I'm like, oh, I'm on Twitter and I'm scrolling Twitter, or go on TikTok and I'm scrolling TikTok, or I'm on YouTube and I'm reading your guys' comments for like an hour, and I'm like, wow, what am I doing? I've got so much shit I need to get done. I don't have time for this. I don't have time for infinitely scrolling. I need to do what needs to be done rather than just drifting my mind off into some stupid coma. So, great success. Another day in the books of being productive. This bar area is looking absolutely beautiful. If you agree, leave a like rating. I've still got so much that I need to do with this house, like organisation-wise, tidying-wise, and I even think, like, I think I had a bad dream about it the other day, I'm not even kidding, that there's stuff in the loft above the garage that I need to organise, and it's a lot. I thought, you know, like how I've been on top of everything, I'm like, yes. But then obviously I had that cupboard, which we still need to sort. Like, don't think in any way, shape or form this is finished, but it'll actually be convenient for me to organise a loft because I'm pretty sure I've got some more camping stuff in there. If we're going to do that cupboard to be all like outdoor activities, like the tennis rackets, the tennis balls, the camping stuff, like the tents and the mats and everything, if we get everything from that loft up in the garage down here, get it organised and give everything a home, this house is going to be so much more cluttered free and it's going to just be amazing. I've absolutely loved doing this and getting on top of it. Life feels so much better being organised rather than just saying, I'll do it later, I'll do it later, I'll do it later. And a lot of the time I'm a busy man, like out and about and everything, but I am weak to that, oh, just sit down and scroll or watch a video or do something like that. And, you know, it's come at the extent of Lydia being upstairs, you know, whilst I'm down here away from her, but this is something that is going to benefit both of us. A space where we can invite friends and family and be proud of it. Can have the boys round for a beer. Again, that doesn't really sound like it's going to benefit Lydia, but it will, you know what I mean? Like, if we're here, we're chilling, it's just a nice environment, it's a different space. She can chill with her friends and I can have my friends around. It's just good vibes all around, and I'm just proud. I'm very, very proud of what we've achieved there. And it just goes without saying, again and again and again, thank you for you guys tuning in, watching it. I can't believe how well yesterday's vlog did of me, you know, like organising the house up again and once more, you guys have just smashed it. And from the bottom of my heart, thank you to every single person who didn't have a YouTube account, who made one and subscribed to the channel. We are trying so hard to hit 2.6 million subscribers, and the only way we can do it is with you guys and your support. So honestly, just thank you so much. I appreciate everyone clicking that subscribe button, leaving a like rating, and let me know what you think of the vlog in the comments down below. But this day has now come to a close because it is time for me to get shouted at, because it is currently 4 minutes to 1. My voice just completely vanished there. But guys, on this explosion, I'm going to wish you all the best. Have an amazing weekend, and I will see you guys on Monday for, who knows, it could be a 10-minute vlog, could be a 20-minute vlog, could be a 2-hour vlog. I apologise for the length once again, but I'm loving you, I'm leaving you, and I'm saying Sadios with the bar behind me, with the play buttons behind me, and to your faces, get out of here, you filthy scoundrels. Bye-bye.